your morning oatmeal may be warming your heart while slowly tiring your kidneys. For decades, oatmeal has been celebrated as the ultimate breakfast, warm, filling, packed with fiber, and praised for its heart-friendly benefits. Many seniors enjoy it daily, believing they are making a smart, healthy choice to start the morning. But what if this trusted bowl, so often linked to vitality, hides a side that could quietly overwork your kidneys after 60? As we age, our kidneys lose some of their filtering efficiency. Nutrients like phosphorus, potassium, and even protein, harmless in moderate amounts for younger, healthy kidneys, can become a real challenge for aging ones. Over time, excess phosphorus can weaken your bones and damage blood vessels. Too much potassium can disrupt your heart rhythm, and surplus protein can accelerate kidney wear and tear. This doesn't mean oatmeal is bad or must be abandoned. The danger lies in how it's prepared, portioned, and paired with other foods. Simple habits repeated over months or years can slowly tip the balance from nourishing to harmful. In this video, we'll uncover the 5 most common oatmeal mistakes that can harm your kidneys after 60, including one that most seniors still do without realizing. More importantly, we'll explore how to keep oatmeal a safe, satisfying part of your diet. Because with a few smart adjustments, you can enjoy its comfort and flavor while protecting the organs that have served you faithfully for decades. Now, let's begin by understanding the hidden balance between oatmeal's benefits and its potential risks. Benefits and risks of oatmeal for aging kidneys. Before we dive into the common mistakes, it's worth taking a closer look at oatmeal itself, because understanding its strengths and weaknesses will help you make better choices. On the positive side, oatmeal is one of the most versatile and comforting breakfasts you can have. A warm bowl in the morning delivers a steady source of complex carbohydrates, helping to keep blood sugar stable and energy levels consistent. Its soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan, is well known for lowering LDL cholesterol, supporting heart health, and promoting satiety, so you're less likely to overeat later in the day. For many seniors, this makes oatmeal feel like a safe, heart-smart staple. However, the very nutrients that make oatmeal nourishing for most people can present challenges for aging kidneys. Even a modest half cup of dry oats contains about 166 milligrams of phosphorus and 147 milligrams of potassium. For healthy kidneys, these levels are manageable. But after 60, kidney filtration naturally declines, and excess minerals can accumulate in the blood. Too much phosphorus can pull calcium from bones, making them brittle and contributing to calcification in blood vessels, which increases cardiovascular risk. Elevated potassium can cause muscle weakness or dangerous heart rhythm disturbances, or in severe cases, cardiac arrest. Protein, another beneficial nutrient in moderation, is also a consideration. Oatmeal provides roughly 5 to 6 g per serving, not excessive by general standards, but for aging kidneys already working harder to process waste, even small surpluses can add up over time. The result is subtle but persistent strain that may speed the loss of kidney function. This doesn't mean oatmeal should disappear from your diet. Instead, it highlights the importance of preparation, portion control, and ingredient pairing. By recognizing these hidden risks, you can adjust how often you eat oatmeal, how much you serve, and what you add to it. That way, you'll still enjoy its warmth and comfort without placing unnecessary pressure on your kidneys. Mistake 1: Cooking with cow's milk. Let's start with the most common misstep: making oatmeal with cow's milk. On the surface, it feels like a smart, wholesome choice: creamy texture, a little extra protein, and calcium for your bones. But for kidneys that are slowing down with age, that simple choice can quietly become a problem. Here's why. cow's milk adds a heavy load of phosphorus and potassium on top of what's already in your oats. In fact, in just one bowl, it can almost double the strain on your kidneys. And when those minerals build up, the risks aren't small bone loss, stiffened blood vessels, even heart rhythm issues. I think of Margaret, a kind 67-year-old retired librarian. She loved her morning ritual, oats simmered in whole milk, finished with banana slices. She believed it was the perfect healthy start to her day. But when she began feeling unusually tired and short of breath, her doctor ran some tests. The results showed her potassium and phosphorus levels were much too high, clear signs her kidneys were under stress. She was stunned. How could her healthy breakfast be part of the problem? Her doctor reassured her that oatmeal wasn't the issue, it was the milk and banana combination. With a simple switch to water or unsweetened almond milk, and fruit like apple and cinnamon instead of banana, her energy returned, her mineral levels improved, and she could still enjoy her warm, comforting oats. Margaret's story is a reminder of something important: even healthy foods can turn into hidden risks when kidneys are more delicate. The good news? Small changes like choosing the right liquid base can make a huge difference in protecting your kidneys while still letting you enjoy the foods you love. Mistake 2: high potassium and high phosphorus toppings. Even if you've chosen plain oats and the right cooking liquid, there's still one sneaky way kidney stress can creep in through the toppings. It feels natural to load your bowl with healthy add-ons, thinking you're giving your body an extra boost. But here's the catch: many popular choices like bananas, raisins, peanut butter, and mixed nuts are surprisingly heavy in potassium and phosphorus. For kidneys that are slowing down with age, it's like quietly piling on more weight than they can carry. Take Ellen, for example, a 70-year-old grandmother who adored her so-called power bowl. Every morning, she'd cook oats in almond milk, then crown them with banana slices, a scoop of peanut butter, walnuts, and a handful of raisins. It tasted wonderful, and she believed she was doing her body good. But after a few months, Ellen noticed muscle cramps, a fluttering heartbeat now and then, and a weariness she couldn't explain. Blood work told the story: her potassium was way too high, and phosphorus was climbing too. The oats weren't the problem, it was the toppings, stacking up into a hidden burden her kidneys couldn't keep pace with. With her doctor's guidance, Ellen made gentle adjustments. She swapped bananas for crisp apple slices, used cinnamon instead of peanut butter for flavor, and cut back dried fruit to just a few pieces here and there. In only weeks, her labs looked better, the cramps stopped, and her energy returned. She realized something important: when it comes to kidney health, more isn't always better. So remember this: after 60, the toppings matter just as much as the oats. The right choices can turn your morning bowl into true nourishment for your body, and kindness for your kidneys. Mistake 3: instant or flavored oats. This one surprises a lot of people, reaching for those instant or flavored oatmeal packets. They're quick, convenient, and the packaging often promises heart-healthy goodness. But tucked inside those cheerful little sachets are hidden ingredients that quietly strain aging kidneys. Instant and flavored oats are usually loaded with extra sodium for taste, and phosphate additives to make them cook faster and feel creamier. The problem is, these artificial phosphates are absorbed almost 100% into the bloodstream, far more than the natural phosphorus in real foods, forcing your kidneys to work overtime just to clear them out. Think of Harold, a 72-year-old widower who lived alone and kept his meals simple. Believing he was making a healthier choice, he swapped his sugary cereals for instant maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Every morning, he'd open a packet, add hot water, and enjoy the comfort of its sweetness. But slowly, Harold began noticing swollen ankles, shortness of breath, and a fatigue he couldn't shake. His blood tests told the truth: high phosphate levels and worsening kidney function. The oats weren't the enemy, but those hidden additives were silently burdening his kidneys every single day. With a little guidance, Harold switched to plain rolled oats cooked gently on the stove. He added his own flavor with cinnamon, fresh apple, and a drizzle of honey. Within weeks, his swelling eased, his breathing improved, and his phosphate levels dropped back to safer ground. Harold's story is a gentle reminder: what feels like a harmless shortcut can slowly speed kidney decline. Choosing plain, unflavored oats might take a few extra minutes, but those minutes can add up to years of healthier kidneys and a stronger, steadier you. Mistake 4: large portions or too often. Sometimes the problem isn't what you put on your oatmeal, it's how much you eat, and how often. Oatmeal has this reputation as a safe food. It's comforting, filling, and praised as heart healthy. But for aging kidneys, big bowls every single day can quietly become too much. Each serving of oats carries phosphorus, potassium, and protein. In moderation, that's fine. But when the portions are large, or the habit is daily, your kidneys are asked to keep lifting a weight they simply can't carry as easily anymore. Robert learned this the hard way. At 74, he was a former marathon runner who had always taken pride in his healthy lifestyle. When his doctor recommended more fiber, Robert thought he was making the perfect choice: oatmeal every morning. Not a small bowl, either a heaping cup and a half of dry oats, cooked into a giant breakfast that powered his walks. He loved the routine. But slowly, things changed. His hands began to swell. Fatigue crept in. Hills he once climbed with ease left him short of breath. Tests revealed the truth: his phosphorus and potassium levels were climbing, while his kidney function was slipping. The culprit wasn't junk food or bad habits, it was simply too much oatmeal, too often. With the help of a renal dietitian, Robert scaled back to just half a cup of oats, 2 or 3 times a week. On other mornings, he rotated in kidney-friendly options like rice porridge with vegetables or low-potassium fruits with yogurt. Within months, his energy returned, swelling faded, and his kidney numbers steadied. Robert's story is a gentle reminder: even the healthiest foods can turn harmful when portions and frequency are ignored. For kidneys after 60, moderation isn't a suggestion, it's protection. Mistake 5: skipping labels and hidden ingredients. The last mistake is one that slips by almost unnoticed: not checking the labels. It's easy to assume that if something looks wholesome, carries words like natural or healthy, it must be safe. But for aging kidneys, the truth often hides in the fine print on the back of the package. Phosphate additives, sodium, and sweeteners sneak their way into processed oat products, granolas, and even healthy instant mixes. The danger? These inorganic phosphates are absorbed almost completely by the body, spiking phosphorus levels quickly and putting extra strain on kidneys that are already working harder with age. Take Linda, a 69-year-old retired nurse. She thought she was making careful choices. Her pantry was full of organic granola and natural oat clusters, the kind that look premium and trustworthy. She snacked on them several times a week, believing she was nourishing her body. But during a routine checkup, Linda's lab results told a different story: phosphorus climbing, kidney function slipping. Confused, she brought the packaging to her dietitian. There it was, hidden in plain sight: multiple phosphate additives with names ending in phosphate, plus over 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Linda admitted she had never noticed those tiny words before. She trusted the branding, not realizing the real truth was tucked away in the ingredient list. With a little guidance, she switched to plain rolled oats and began making her own granola with unsalted seeds, spices, and just a touch of dried fruit. Within months, her phosphorus levels fell back to safer ground, and her kidney numbers steadied. Now, she still enjoys her snacks, only this time, she knows exactly what's in them. Linda's story shows that protecting your kidneys isn't just about the big choices, it's also about the little details hidden in everyday foods. After 60, reading labels isn't a chore, it's a simple act of self-care that can protect your kidneys for years to come. Conclusion and final advice: with all 5 mistakes uncovered, it's time to see how these small adjustments can keep oatmeal a safe, comforting part of your life for years to come. Oatmeal can still be one of the most comforting, nourishing breakfasts, even after 60, if it's approached with awareness and balance. The 5 mistakes we've covered aren't meant to scare you away from oats, but to show how small daily habits can either support your kidneys or slowly wear them down. By choosing plain oats, cooking with kidney-friendly liquids, selecting low-potassium toppings, avoiding processed instant varieties, keeping portions moderate, and reading labels carefully, you give your kidneys the breathing room they need to keep serving you well. For Margaret, Ellen, Harold, Robert, and Linda, the changes weren't drastic. They didn't have to give up oatmeal, only adjust how they enjoyed it. In return, they gained better lab results, improved energy, and peace of mind, knowing their breakfast was truly helping, not harming, their health. Your kidneys have worked tirelessly for decades, filtering every drop of blood, balancing your minerals, and protecting you from toxins. After 60, they deserve a little extra care. The next time you prepare your morning oats, remember that the choices you make in that small bowl can echo through the rest of your day and your years ahead. With mindful preparation, you can enjoy the warmth and satisfaction of oatmeal while protecting 2 of the hardest working organs in your body.